But that's the question to the Iraqi people. That's a fascinating question.
Yeah.
I mean, there is an acceptable level of violence in certain societies around the world. And the question is, what is that level? And that's where the experts come in. You and I can't determine that sitting here in New York, but we can ask people's advice upon that. David Petraeus would have an opinion on that. Ryan Crocker, our ambassador in Iraq. But that's a very interesting way of putting the question. And because there is an acceptable level of violence in all societies, even our own. The definition of success, as I described, is, sectarian violence down. Success is not no violence. There are parts of our own country that, have got, a certain level of violence to it.
In the holy city of Karbala, a huge explosion. The suicide car bomb detonated at a bus station.
What is the president talking about when he says there's parts in our own country, there's a certain level of violence that people will accept?
It means that you have places with high crime rates, and it is something that is quite often a fact of American life that we don't like, and it is something that is a matter of constant and ongoing concern, but you could construe that as violence, and it is.
Amid the panic, rescue workers took the injured by whatever means they could to ambulances, 15 in all, but not enough to carry all who needed urgent medical attention.
But the president, he argued that this is about freedom, this is about democracy, but when the president defines success as a level of violence where people feel comfortable about living their daily lives, that bar is very, very low. That's much lower than democracy or a freedom agenda.
No, it's not. No, it's not. I mean, look, Washington for many years was the murder capital of the United States of America. I believe we are still able to do our jobs.
My fellow Americans, major combat operations in Iraq have ended. In the Battle of Iraq, the United States and our allies have prevailed. There are some who feel like that, the conditions are such that they can attack us there. My answer is bring them on.
He is not talking about,
Define an acceptable level of violence. How can that possibly be defined?
That's a very good question. I don't have an answer.